Marshal Philippe Leclerc de Hautecloc's name remains synonymous with heroic leadership during World War II, and France chose to honor him in an extraordinary way by naming one of its most advanced main battle tanks after him. The Leclerc tank, built by Nexter Systems, emerged as a leap forward in technology, power, and adaptability, qualities that would come to define modern armored warfare. From its earliest days replacing aging French AMX-30 tanks to its adoption by armies across the globe, this vehicle has garnered respect for its speed, firepower, and digital battlefield integration. Early development of the Leclerc traces back to 1964, when French planners recognized they would eventually need a new main battle tank. At first, these studies centered on creating a replacement for the AMX-30, a tank built around the principle that mobility was king. By 1971, whispers of more advanced Soviet tanks fueled a sense of urgency, and a project called Char Future emerged. Although France later teamed up with West Germany to work on a joint design tentatively called the Napoleon I and Kampfpanzer III, that partnership did not survive past 1982. Fundamental disagreements on technical specifications paved the way for France to develop its own tank, codenamed EPC, short for Engine Principal de Combat. No foreign alternatives, whether the American M1 Abrams, the German Leopard 2, or the Israeli Merkava, convinced French authorities to switch course. More than most Western tank programs of the era, the EPC focused on active defenses, agility, and fire control systems to outmaneuver or preempt threats. It also aimed to provide superior passive armor while keeping the overall weight manageable. French planners wanted at least double the protection of then-current tanks with 50-ton weights, equating to around 15.7 inches, 400 millimeters of rolled homogeneous armor, RHA equivalency. They also desired strong resilience against shaped charges, an ongoing threat in modern battle scenarios. Realizing that cost-sharing would help, France found a foreign partner in the United Arab Emirates, which ordered over 400 units, boosting the project's financial feasibility. In 1986, this new French tank officially received the name Leclerc. Rapid prototyping followed, with 6 test vehicles built in quick succession. Initial mass production kicked off in 1990, starting with a few early batches that underwent stringent tests, both at home and abroad. These early units revealed potential flaws, including engine and suspension reliability issues. However, subsequent batches, particularly batches 4 and 5, improved power plant performance and remain in French service, albeit refitted to this day. When the second production series launched with Batch 6, engineers added a climate control system in the right rear of the turret to keep crews comfortable in hot conditions. Batch 7 saw the emergence of a robust data system that gave tank commanders real-time information on unit status and target data, a concept well ahead of many other contemporary platforms. By Batch 8 and Batch 9, the Leclerc gained further refinements, including a modernized electronics suite and an upgraded thermal imaging device known as the Sagem Iris, which replaced older Athos units. By 2003, the Greek army tested multiple foreign tanks, including the T-80U, T-84, Challenger 2E, and the Leopard 2A5, alongside the Leclerc. Interestingly, the French machine scored perfectly at 1,500 yards and 2,000 yards on the firing range, demonstrating its accuracy. Yet in hunter-killer trials, it achieved 13 hits out of 20, slightly below the Leopard's tally of 17. Price tags played a decisive factor, and Greece ultimately chose the German Leopard. Despite that setback, the French army continued updating older Leclerc batches to a universal standard, Batch 9, around 2005. By 2004, a new wave of Leclerc production came online, outfitted with sophisticated armor package and advanced digital communication systems that could transmit both friendly and enemy positions to all connected vehicles. This push added nearly 100 additional vehicles, often called the Third Series. Financial constraints and strategic realignments, however, would reduce France's operational Leclerc fleet. By 2010, each of the 4 main regiments fielded 60 tanks, totaling 240. Another 100 existed in combat-ready reserve status. 2011 budget cuts left only 254 tanks fully operational. In 2015, Nexter Systems merged with Germany's Krauss-Maffei-Wegmann to create a new defense conglomerate, fueling discussion about a future combined project, the Main Ground Combat System, MGCS. This next-generation design might replace both the Leopard 2 and the Leclerc. During the 2018 Eurostory event, a demonstrator combined a Leopard 2A7 hull and a Leclerc turret, symbolizing Franco-German cooperation. Plans called for technology demonstration and design definitions by 2024, with production starting around 2028. A point of controversy surfaced in 2018 when Der Spiegel reported that a middleman in the multi-billion-dollar UAE tank purchase may have pocketed nearly $200 million in commissions, possibly involving illicit payments. While not fully confirmed, this claim highlighted the complexities of big-ticket arms deals. Turning to the Leclerc's design, one of its key strengths is the 4.72-inch, 120mm smoothbore main gun, designated CN120-26. It boasts a 52 caliber barrel, compared to the 44 caliber norm on many contemporary Western tanks. Compatible with standardized 120 by 22.4-inch, 120 by 570mm NATO ammunition, its advanced structure includes a magnesium alloy thermal sleeve. The gun uses fully electric controls to traverse and elevate, meaning fewer mechanical complexities. Unlike some tanks that rely on fume extractors on the barrel, the French Leclerc relies on turret overpressure, while export versions sold to warmer climates incorporate compressed air fume extraction. A hallmark of this tank is its automatic loading system, known as the HA. Housed in the turret bustle, this 1,102-pound, 500 kilograms mechanism carries 22 rounds on a continuous belt. It can launch shells downrange while on the move, drastically cutting reload times. Operators can feed the system up to 6 different ammunition types, each stored in distinctive cells. Replenishment can be performed under armor through a rear port or through a hatch inside the turret's bulkhead. Should any catastrophic event occur, 2 blowout panels on top of the bustle help vent explosive pressure away from the crew compartment. For secondary armament, the Leclerc mounts a .5-inch 12.7mm coaxial machine gun alongside the primary weapon, plus a 7.62mm turret-top machine gun. This contrasts with many NATO tanks, which favor dual 7.62mm machine guns, or a 7.62mm plus a 4.5-inch for top coverage only. Some analysts see this heavier coaxial as a major advantage, offering more punch against lightly armored targets. The tank's fire control system, fully digital, can be operated independently by the commander or gunner. Modern Leclercs come equipped with the Icone TIAS, or Icone BMS Battle Management Suite, linking real-time targeting and friend-or-foe data across an entire armored formation. Primary optics include a stabilized sight system with both day and thermal channels, boasting detection ranges nearing 5,500 yards, 5,000 meters. The commander's HL panoramic sights vary in generation, but typically provide multiple zoom levels, thermal imaging, and a laser rangefinder. This hunter-killer setup allows the commander to designate targets while the gunner engages or readies a second target. Protection is critical. Designers leveraged an unusual hyperbar engine concept to lower smoke emissions and heat signature, so the tank runs cleaner than many of its peers. In terms of ballistic shielding, the Leclerc features modular composite armor blocks over a welded steel core measuring roughly 1.22 inches, 30 to 50 millimeters thick, with additional spaced armor in some areas. Over its 60-degree frontal arc, it was intended to hold up against advanced kinetic penetrators and shaped charges. Later SXX-9 variants introduced advanced armor, rumored to incorporate titanium in critical areas. This approach trimmed weight in certain spots, allowing for new composite or even reactive armor modules at the turret's sides and front. Located around the bustle, these modules protect the autoloader area from 30mm cannon fire or rocket-propelled grenades. Along with ballistic side skirts, the tank also uses the Leclerc Galax defensive launcher, firing a variety of smoke and fragmentation grenades or infrared decoys. Under the hood, the original French Leclerc uses an 8-cylinder V8X 1500 hyperbar diesel engine, producing 1,100 horsepower, paired with an automatic transmission. Together, they provide a power-to-weight ratio of around 27 horsepower per ton. A small gas turbine also acts as a high-pressure turbocharger and auxiliary power unit, letting the tank idle without draining the main engine. Officially, top speed on roads is about 44 miles per hour, 71 kilometers per hour, though higher speeds have been clocked. Cross-country, it manages around 34 miles per hour, 55 kilometers per hour, with an overall range around 340 miles, 550 kilometers, extending to about 400 miles, 650 kilometers with external fuel barrels. This high mobility, combined with quick acceleration, sets the Leclerc apart from heavier Western MBTs. Cooling the exhaust lowers thermal signature, and the hydrokinetic retarder in the transmission can decelerate the tank at a notable rate. By 2015, the French Army's 4 regiments, 1st Chasseurs, 4th Dragoons, 12th Cuirassiers, and 501st Combat Tank Regiment were the main Leclerc operators. Real combat experience came in low-intensity conflicts, including United Nations deployments in Kosovo and Lebanon, where performance proved reliable. In 2015, the UAE used around 70 of its Leclerc tanks in Yemen. Reports indicate a handful were damaged by mines, rocket-propelled grenades, or anti-tank missiles. Of those hits, no complete losses were confirmed, although some casualties occurred. By 2019, in a multinational exercise called Iron Spear, Leclerc crews outperformed multiple other tanks, including the American M1 Abrams, various Leopard 2 models, the Italian C1 Ariete, and the Polish PT-91. France has begun upgrading a portion of its fleet to the Leclerc XLR standard, with deliveries expected to begin around 2022 and continue through 2029. This retrofit enhances digital systems, adds new side armor modules from the Azure Urban Kit, and modernizes the engine. Plans call for 200 XLR conversions, with 18 delivered initially. The future might also see the Leclerc replaced or heavily supplemented by the MGCS, co-developed with Germany's KMW, but the tank remains a formidable heavyweight in the here and now. Foreign interest has arisen as well. Jordan received about 80 tanks donated by the UAE, and Cyprus, India, and Croatia have shown curiosity or begun talks about second-hand Leclercs or the upgraded XLR variant. Additionally, in early 2023, the French government signaled it might consider sending some of these tanks to Ukraine, although final decisions remain in flux. Beyond the tank itself, there have been experiments such as a Leclerc-based bridge layer and anti-air concepts, though most never graduated beyond concept or prototype. One curiosity is the Terminator, a Leclerc T4 prototype that tested a 5.51-inch 140mm smoothbore gun in 1996. Even though that design never saw mass production, it served as a valuable testbed for high-caliber advancements. Another niche program, the Azure Kit, was designed specifically for urban warfare, with extra protective panels, slat armor, and other features to help the tank survive close-quarters fighting. The Leclerc has also witnessed dramatic rumors involving classified manuals. In October 2021, a tank crewman purportedly leaked portions of a restricted manual on an online forum dedicated to a war simulation game. Moderators swiftly removed the content, underlining once again how highly these technical secrets are guarded. In total, France possesses 222 active Leclercs, plus 184 in storage, giving a total of 406. The UAE bought 436, later adjusting to around 388 or so. Despite the smaller production run compared to legendary designs like the M1 Abrams or the T-72, the Leclerc's advanced engineering and nimble approach to battlefield challenges have given it a special standing among enthusiasts and armor experts alike. When evaluating the Leclerc's overall impact, it's clear that it set new benchmarks in terms of autoloader technology, digital integration, and raw mobility. Some might argue that budget limitations and a challenging export environment limited its global spread. Yet, for those who operate it, the Leclerc remains a potent and highly respected system, able to keep pace with, and in certain respects outperform, many of its international peers. With its blend of cutting-edge design, proven battlefield performance, and ever-evolving upgrades, the Leclerc tank continues to leave its mark on modern military history. Its journey from conceptual sketches in the 1960s to real-world deployments in today's conflicts underlines how much can be achieved with a balance of engineering vision, strategic partnerships, and unwavering commitment. Whether you're curious about the intricacies of modern warfare or enthralled by lesser-known World War II stories and their lasting influence on armored vehicle evolution, the Leclerc stands as a testament to French innovation. If this look at modern tank warfare intrigued you, share the tale with a friend who loves military history as much as you do, and join our future explorations by hitting that subscribe button. There's always another story waiting to be discovered in the vast tapestry of global defense milestones. Stay curious, and let's keep unearthing the hidden layers of our shared past together.